Welcome to Prop Firm Dreams. Today we are going to be talking about Tradeify. Tradeify is still pretty new. They've only been around since 2024, helmed by CEO Brett Simba, pictured here looking like a straight anime villain. Now I know one of the first things I search for online when I'm looking at a new prop is, do they pay out? Will I get paid? There's so many scams out there, and honestly, even more just low-key, poorly run businesses that it can be hard to sort through. Luckily for you, you've got me, and I'm going to be answering the question for all of you. Does Tradeify pay? And if so, how long does it take? Now, if you're not familiar with Tradeify, they offer both evaluation challenges and straight to fund it. And I'm going to tell you which ones I have in a moment and which ones are probably right for you. The evaluations are very competitive with the leaders in the space, My Funded Futures, TopStep, and TickTick Trader. And with their current 35% off promo they're running now, their 50K is actually the cheapest on the market right now at an all-in cost of $90. Use code DREAM to take advantage of that. Now, looking at the standard 50K, we got a $2,000 drawdown and a $3,000 profit target. So like a 1.5 ratio. They offer an advanced and a growth. What's the difference? The advanced is $194 all in, less the 30% promo, and has an intraday drawdown, which isn't really a problem for me, but I would strongly recommend not picking that option, as it's going to be a problem for most traders. Instead, I would suggest the growth, which the growth, on the other hand, is end of day, is currently $90, not $139, all in, and it has no activation fee. So very important, that end of day drawdown. It's a no-brainer in my opinion, but I understand some traders like the churn and burn accounts, and the advanced has a lower upfront fee. Now, whichever you choose, both accounts have a 35% consistency rule. For comparison, Apex has a 30% consistency rule, My Funded Futures is 40%, and Take Profit Trader is 50% in the eval. But they also have a higher all-in cost. So you're essentially paying an extra $40 with Take Profit Trader for that 15% consistency. Also remember, Take Profit Trader has a profit split of 80-20 instead of 90-10 like My Funded Futures and Tradeify. So nothing's free. The devil's always in the details. Also, Take Profit Trader has an intraday trailing drawdown once you're funded, which in my opinion is complete trash. So moving on, lastly, you must have a minimum of 10 trading days. So for all you gamblers out there, this probably isn't the firm for you. I can see gamblers leaving the chat right now. And you can have a maximum of 5 accounts. That's in line with TopStep and Take Profit Trader, whereas My Funded Futures, you are only allowed to have 3 accounts. So a good offering at a solid price point. Having said that, I opted for the straight to fund it. I picked up 7 of these accounts back when you could get 7. And honestly, it's not for everyone. It comes in at a much higher price point, around $400 after the discount. Use code DREAM. That gets you 6K of drawdown, and the profit target is 9K. So another 1.5 ratio. So if you're still prone to blowing accounts and don't have rock solid consistency, I would probably stick to the evals. Ain't nobody trying to lose $1,000 because you went on tilt one day. However, if you're past that stage, for someone like me, a straight to funded accounts are a pretty good deal. I hook the new accounts to the rest of my portfolio. I give them $400 and they give me $3,000 and then another $3,000 and then another $3,000. So where else are you going to get a 20x return? Like nowhere. So the criteria for payout is pretty similar as the evals. You have to hit the profit target, trade 10 days, but the 20% consistency is going to be the challenging part for most people. And I wouldn't recommend the straight to fund it unless you kind of already have your shit together. So does Tradeify pay out? Abso-fucking-lutely. They don't just pay out, they pay out quick as shit. I submitted my 15K payout request Friday after market close, and it was in Rise 5 minutes later. Here we are in Rise. Now we're at 7:15 here, and there we are. There's the profits, less the 10% split. Not bad. I wasn't in the office the whole time, but turnaround of 5 minutes. So one of the things that I don't love about a lot of these firms is they are still doing a lot of things by hand. Review and fraud prevention is happening by a person. And so when they get an increase in business, staff can get behind. An example of this is TakeTick Trader right now. They're getting a lot of complaints with fund accounts taking 2 to 3 days to get set up, and funding happening behind after they pass evaluations. TickTick Trader freezes your accounts when you request a payout. I requested a payout a couple weeks ago, and I couldn't trade my account for 4 days while I waited for them to review my account. That's tough, especially if you're trying to get a payout every month. You're effectively giving up a week of gains potentially. Tradeify has a lot of automation, which makes the user experience a lot better, in my opinion. No whiff of payout denials. I've withdrawn $20,000 so far with them without so much as a hitch. So they're currently running a 30% off promo, 35% for the 50K, which I suggest. Use code DREAM. And if you got any value from this review, do me a solid and drop your man a like. And if you have any questions or you want me to do more reviews like this, let me know in the comments. And happy trading, everyone. I'll catch you all next time.